TV soap, news and spoilers. Do you think Johnny will finally admit the shocking truth to Chanel today? Fans are on the edge of their seats, waiting to see if this tangled web of secrets and misunderstandings will finally unravel. Johnny has been keeping a heavy secret from Chanel, one that could change everything in their relationship. But will today be the day he faces the consequences and confesses? For those who've been following closely, Johnny's secret isn't just a small white lie. He's hiding the fact that he made a terrible mistake. In a fit of jealousy, convinced Chanel was cheating on him with Alex, he made a rash decision that could have far-reaching consequences. Misinterpreting a situation, Johnny assumed the worst and, in a moment of weakness, ended up sleeping with Joy. It was a betrayal, one born out of hurt and anger, but a betrayal nonetheless. Now, he's living with the weight of that guilt, unsure if he can keep this dark secret to himself any longer. But the drama doesn't end there. Next week, Johnny's patience and resolve will be tested to the breaking point. Chanel and Alex are set to film a love scene together, a scripted, professional moment, but one that Johnny can't help but feel uneasy about. The scene stirs up a whirlwind of jealousy in him, bringing back memories of the night he betrayed Chanel. As he watches the connection between Chanel and Alex, even if it's all just for the cameras, his heart twists with jealousy and self-loathing. The irony is painful. While he's agonizing over Chanel's on-screen romance, he's the one who actually betrayed her in real life. Struggling under the weight of his guilt, Johnny begins to question if he can keep this secret buried. The temptation to confess is overwhelming. Every time he looks into Chanel's eyes, he's reminded of his mistake, his lapse in judgment, and the trust he's shattered without her even knowing it. But he's not the only one involved. Joy, too, is wrapped up in this tangled affair, and she has her own reasons for wanting the truth to stay hidden. Joy, who was a friend to Johnny and didn't expect to be part of such a complicated love triangle, is furious at the mere thought of him confessing. She knows that if Johnny reveals what happened, it could destroy everything, not just his relationship with Chanel, but hers as well. Joy's anger at Johnny's wavering resolve is understandable. She didn't plan to become involved in a situation like this, and now her own life could be turned upside down if Johnny lets his guilt get the better of him. She reminds him of the chaos that could ensue if he confesses, arguing that the fallout would be disastrous for both of them. "If you tell Chanel, it won't just hurt her, it'll ruin everything we have too," she warns him, her eyes flashing with fear and frustration. But Johnny's turmoil is growing stronger by the day, and he's torn between the desire to unburden himself and the fear of the pain his confession would cause. So what will Johnny do? Can he continue to live with this secret gnawing away at him, or will he decide to come clean to Chanel, no matter the consequences? The stakes are high, and as each day passes, the tension between Johnny's guilt and Joy's insistence that he keep quiet intensifies. On one hand, he wants to be honest with Chanel and finally come clean. On the other hand, he knows that admitting the truth could leave a trail of heartbreak and betrayal that may be impossible to repair. For fans of Days of Our Lives, this storyline brings out the messy emotional intensity that has always shown such a compelling watch. Every interaction between Johnny and Chanel is fraught with tension, each conversation tinged with the secret he's hiding. As he watches her, unaware of the truth, there's a desperation in his eyes that reveals just how much he stands to lose if he confesses. Will Johnny find the strength to face the consequences of his actions and admit the truth to Chanel? Or will he, for the sake of preserving his relationship and sparing Joy, choose to keep his secret buried? The decision looms, and either path he chooses will lead to heartbreak, either for Chanel or for himself. It's a classic Days of Our Lives dilemma. When love, betrayal, and guilt collide, there are no easy answers. Stay tuned to see how this emotional roller coaster unfolds, because no matter what Johnny decides, one thing is certain: the truth always has a way of coming out, one way or another. Our TV channel Soap News and Spoilers is the place for those who want to know how the Salem story goes, as well as great Days of Our Lives updates and news. So subscribe to our channel to get what you want. Bye-bye.